Okay, so lights, camera, action. Hello there, YouTube. Yeah, it's been a while since I've made a video on this channel. I think probably about a month now. I believe the last video I did was the review of Anime.js. So yeah, I'm back now. I'm not sure how frequent I can be making videos, but whenever I get the chance, I'm surely gonna make a video. I have like a number of video ideas that I want to do. I know for sure I want to do one video summarizing my internship experience over at Microsoft. So my internship is ending next week, is the last week. I'm gonna make another video talking about one of the two freelance projects that I've been working on. The project right now is in beta testing phase. I literally just uploaded one of the builds, well, both builds to the Android and iOS app stores this weekend. Needless to say, things have been pretty busy, but I found some downtime today. I literally just got up from a nap like maybe 30 minutes or 45 minutes ago, and I was like, you know what, I haven't got anything else to do, might as well just pick back up on this YouTube thing. So here I am. So I've also got a new piece of recording equipment, which is my new laptop. I believe last video I was talking about how the video would be kind of janky because I was using a very old MacBook 2015. I recently updated to the new M1s, and now that I think about it, that's probably a good video idea right there. So at some point, I'll probably make a video talking about the differences that I've experienced going from developing software on a 2015 MacBook Pro, so very, very old, to the new M1 MacBooks, and just talk about the experience and the differences there. I'll probably end up doing that. Yeah, I like the sound of that. So I don't have a script at all for this video, so hopefully I can keep it as short as I want to keep it. So I'll try to get direct to the point. So this video today, so if you don't know, this is your first time here at this channel, my name is Toch, and I make videos about my experience throughout the software development industry. And in particular, one thing I do on this channel is I make review videos of different libraries, modules, and platforms in and around the JavaScript ecosystem. At some point in the future, I'm going to expand to outside of the JavaScript ecosystem and maybe do stuff like C++, because I've been learning a lot of C++ lately for my internship and etc, etc. So at some point, I'll probably expand to that development ecosystem as well. And I also make videos about freelancing, particularly through Upwork, which brings me to the topic of this video. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about my experience going through the Upwork JavaScript front-end certification process. So if you don't know what Upwork is, I will say Google is your friend. But really quickly, it's a platform that's used for freelancing. So it allows freelancers to go and connects them with clients that post jobs, etc, etc. That's as far as I'll go into that. But recently, Upwork started a sort of certification process whereby they have a bunch of tests and processes that you go through, and then if you complete each of the tests successfully, they reward you with a certification badge on your profile, as well as if you have, whenever you list your skills on the skills section, they give you like a little badge too on whichever skill it is that you want to be certified in. Jesus, that was embarrassing. So at the moment of recording this video, the certification process is invite only. So that means the only way to begin this process is if somebody on the Upwork team invites you to start the process. So in order to get invited to take the skill certification test, first off, you have to have an Upwork account. But secondly, you have to have a good reputation. So you have to have done a number of jobs successfully and have a high enough job success score. Or I think you can also have the Rising Talent badge. And then I'm not sure if I said this already, but you need to have a complete profile and you have to be active on the platform, because obviously they want people that are active to give this recognition to. So they have a number of certification badges that you can possibly achieve, but they fall under two main categories. The first is web, mobile, and software development, and the second one is design and creative. And as of the moment of recording this video, you're only allowed to earn one badge on your profile. so you can't do multiple badges. I really do hope this is something they change in the future, because the badge that I selected to go for was the JavaScript front end certification. I also would like to do the JavaScript back end certification, but until they open up their policy and allow people to be invited for multiple badges, I'm stuck with the one for now. So if Upwork decides to invite you, they're going to send you an email that kind of looks like this. And then everything that I'm going to talk about from here on out is specific to the JavaScript and front-end development certification badge. I imagine for most things under the web and mobile and software development category that it will be very similar to these, but just in case, this is all specific to the JavaScript one. So the first test that I had to take is what they call the general coding assessment. And this isn't something that's specific to Upwork. I think it's more specific to Code Signal, which is a platform that kind of specializes in doing all these online coding assessment, like software engineering assessment and stuff like that. And so I had to take the general coding assessment that they offered. And I don't remember all the specifics too much, but I think it's like 4 coding questions, just your basic interview type questions where you have to apply data structures, algorithms, and all those fundamentals to solve some random problem that they give to you. And so I did all 4 of those, and I managed to get a score that was good enough to pass. And so I was able to move on to the next step for the certification process. So once you pass the general coding assessment test, Upwork sends you an email of congratulations, and then they allow you to move on to the second step. But then they also give you a coupon, a one-time coupon for 80 free connects. And let me tell you, this has to be the most useless thing I have ever seen or experienced. Well, maybe that's a bit of an exaggeration, not ever, but it's pretty damn useless. Excuse my French. I don't know if damn is a curse word on YouTube, but who cares? Anyways, it's a small channel. They're not going to do anything too severe. Anyways, so the 80 free connects that they give you like a little coupon code that you can use to unlock it, right? And you're supposed to go to the page where you usually buy connects and apply the coupon code there, right? But when I get to the page, right, it shows me a couple of options. I think the options are like 10 connects, 20 connects, or 40 connects. And I think the 40 connects is worth about $6 in cash or whatever. The coupons are worth 80 connects, right? And so when I try putting in the coupon code and I click apply, it gives me this error saying that you have to purchase connects that are worth 80, right? Or $12 is what it says. But the stupid thing is, it doesn't give me 80 as an option. When selecting connects, there isn't like a free input box where you can just put the amount of connects you want. It's a select drop down list, right? And the maximum option is 40, right? So here I am now stuck with because they give you these coupon codes after each coding assessment you pass, right? So I passed both of them, and so I'm stuck with 2 coupons for 80 connects each, so that's 160 connects in total, and I can't use them at all. That is the dumbest thing in the world. I don't know why Upwork does this. I don't know why they haven't noticed this. I can probably report it to them, but I'm kind of lazy, and you know, it's I'm just lazy in that regard. But I don't know, if anybody from Upwork is watching this video, shame on you. That's just horrible, horrible, horrible. Moving on. In my defense for the laziness comment that I just made, and I just remembered this, they have very, very horrible customer service, at least when it comes to their freelancers. At some point in the past, it used to be that you were able to call them on the phone if you were a top-rated freelancer, right? And I've used that feature maybe like once or twice in the past, and that's pretty convenient, it's pretty easy. But they've gotten rid of that now. Even if you're top-rated, I'm not sure if maybe if you're higher than top-rated, you can still do that. But currently I'm top-rated, and I still can't get anybody on the phone. The only way you can talk to support is through chat, right? You go to their website, there's a chat interface, and usually you have to wait in line for God knows how long before you can chat with an agent. And you know, it's just, and most of the time you're waiting and then you just forget, you lose your spot. So it's a very tedious process. They have very, very horrible customer support for their freelancers. I hope it's something they fix in time as the company gets bigger and grows more. But as of right now, the process of contacting customer support is just atrocious. And so in my defense, you know, that's part of the reason why I don't want to go through that process for free stuff. But moving on, so after you pass the general coding assessment, you move on to the specific skills tests, which is another pretty much another coding test that's done through Code Signal as well. I think the breakdown for this is, so in my case, the specific skill was in JavaScript and front-end development. And so I think they gave me like 3 coding scenarios where, you know, you're presented with some kind of problem and you had to solve it, and they were kind of like the complete front-end development problems that you would encounter. So you had to interact with the DOM a bit, and you had to know how to use JavaScript. Pretty much as long as you have solid front-end and JavaScript fundamentals, you can get through this. You can achieve a passing score on this. It's pretty easy. And then at the end, I think in total there's like 7 problems, and then at the last few problems are like multiple choice questions that are kind of like ridiculous JavaScript questions that you would, you know, almost never encounter when you're building a real application. But that's kind of how most software development interviewing is anyways, a bunch of questions that you will almost never encounter in the real world situation. But once you go through that and you achieve a passing score, then they send you another email congratulating you, and then also another 80 useless, another coupon for 80 useless connects, another useless coupon for 80 connects. Yeah, that's better. And then after a few days, you get an email telling you that you've passed the certification process and you now have your certification badge. And if you go to your profile, you see the certification badge on there. And also, you know, if you look at your skills, if the thing that you got certified in is one of your skills, which hopefully it is, it only makes sense that it should be, then you will see like a small badge on the chip for the skill, just to let you know that you're certified. So the next thing I want to talk about is whether or not it's worth it to go through this certification process. And that is something that I can't say just yet. I can't say definitively, at least just yet, since I've only been certified for maybe about a week or 2 maximum, probably closer to a week. And I've set my profile to not available because Upwork has like an availability feature. I said it's not available, so I haven't had the chance to see how having this new part of my profile is going to help me. But from what I know so far, I'm very skeptical about whether or not it's actually going to be worth it. Because one thing is, I watched one of their videos when they were talking about this process. It was like a online seminar or something. They're talking about the process, and it doesn't seem like they help you to promote the certification that they give you. I think they just leave it to you to promote it yourself. Like, for example, I don't think that once you're certified, it shows up like when you apply for jobs and stuff. I don't think it's going to show up on the card to like help you stand out. I don't think they do much at all to help you stand out using their certification, which I think is just pretty unfortunate. It's kind of messed up in that, you know, you go through this certification process, and then when you go and apply for a job, they just leave it to you to advertise or to promote that you've been certified by them. That's off-putting to me. But I think, and I'm not sure, and I really hope that one advantage it gives you is that it helps you stand out to the talent scouts. So if you don't know, Upwork has a team of talent scouts that look at jobs that are posted by like their higher end clients and their pro clients. I forget the official term, but clients that are pretty much paying for higher quality and higher access to better freelancers, etc., etc. So what I hope they do is that once you have this certification, it makes it so that you're more likely to get an invite from these talent scouts, because, you know, they can see your profile and they might know, okay, this guy or gal is certified, so let's give her this job. So I'm hoping that because of that, I get more invites from these talent scouts. But again, I've only had about, like, literally today, I switched off from not available to available. So I'm yet to know whether or not that's going to have a big impact, if the certification is going to have a big impact. I will make another video maybe a month or so, or a couple months from now, and just talk about whether or not I think it's worth it at that point. But as of right now, I'm very skeptical that it's going to be worth it. I think it might help, but it might help in just a little tiny bit of cases, and it might not make a huge difference. And so there you have it. That was my experience going through the Upwork Skills Certification Process for JavaScript and front-end development. Like I said, at some point in the future, I'm going to make another review and talk about whether or not it's worth it to go through this process. But yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope I was able to inform you and or at least entertain. If you like this kind of content, feel free to hit that thumbs up, as well as subscribe if you want to see more. Like I said in the beginning, I make videos about my experience throughout the software development industry. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Have a good one.